Good morning. This is post chest bicep day. And I gotta make this video because I want to get this out before my mindset, or not my mindset, but my thoughts go away, right? So this is needed to be immediate. So last night, 5 hours of sleep. Didn't really get a lot of sleep. I think it was just a combination of being hungry over time. Let me turn this down a little bit. Being hungry over time. And then just kind of getting to bed a little bit later when I should have been. And so anyway, I was really tired. Got up this morning. It's not going to stop me. So I got to the gym. Started warming up. Was getting to the incline dumbbells. Was about to do my working set. I went to get the tripod. I left it at the house. So I was pretty frustrated at this point. And I was kind of getting into like a poopy attitude. And that kind of carried through the incline. I made it work, right? I hit my working set, grinded through it, got what I needed to get done, sent the signal. Did the machine press, same attitude, kind of just struggling through it, saying, oh man, I'm so tired. I just can't wait to get through this. This is a rough workout. And these are thoughts I was kind of having, even though I didn't want to have them. They were kind of just flowing through, right? The negativity. And then right after that, I had been watching, what's his name? Eric Buhagen. Hope I'm saying his name right. I had watched him yesterday on one of his shorts. He dropped doing dumbbell flies he was doing 100, over, I think it was 105 or 100. And I was like, God. I was like, you know what? I haven't done dumbbell flies. I've been doing machine flies and cable flies for a while. I was like, let me just see what I'm missing out on. So I went to do over the dumbbell flies, and then that's when I finally was able to get that flip, right? Like I've talked about before, my mind was kind of getting into the game. Even though I had this poopy attitude, I was still finally getting to the point where it's like, okay, well, it's go time. Since it was my first time doing dumbbell flies in a while, I only went up to 50s, but I was really getting a good stretch, really opening up the chest. And then I went, as close as I could safely to failure without having to worry about, tearing a pec or anything like that. But I was pushing it, even though it was kind of only, it was a little bit lighter than what I could have done for that amount of reps. I just slowed it down so that way I could really, because for the first time doing an exercise, in a while, I usually try to make sure I'm doing it safely and really control the movement so my mind can think through and connect with how I need to move the body, right? And at this point, I'd only caught a little bit of footage of my phone because I could only do it by leaning it up against something, right? And I'm not trying to bring you guys I'm trying to bring you guys the best angles and the best footage, right? So I said, okay, that's enough. The poopy attitude, I'm not getting the best angles. I said, you know what? Let's just stop this right here. Let's just crush this and put this into the dirt. So I went over to the barbell and I hit some wide grip barbell curls. And at this point, it was more so about my mindset than it was about the weight or the reps. This was about me fixing this mentality I'd put myself into this morning. And so I was getting frustrated with it because the last thing you want is some negativity in your mind working its way out into the physical world and then affecting your lifts, affecting your plan and your overall goal. So at this point, it was not even about doing like my normal plan. It was about crushing this poopy ass attitude I'd put myself into, because that right there will not happen. I'm not letting that happen, because that is what will actually kill your progress in the long term. I got up to my working weight on my barbell curls and as many as I could do. At this point, I had one goal, one single goal. I did not care about hitting a certain weight for a certain amount of reps. I didn't care about doing this the most perfect form or technique. I had one goal, and that was annihilation of my biceps for my mindset to get back into the game, right? Because I'm not about to sit here and waste my time in the gym. So I hammered it, working set, couldn't do it anymore. Dropped 5, hammered it, hit failure again, couldn't move it anymore. Dropped another 5. Repeat. And at the very end of it, I'm like sitting here, can't even move it, trying to just get oxygen into my body, back into my body, right? Biceps are bursting at the seams with so much blood in them. They're freaking swolled up, right? And my mind had finally gotten back to where it was supposed to be. I'm about to have no freaking mindset like that. So after that, I went to the cable curls, single arm, focused on just really pushing blood and hitting failure as hard as I could. Working set, dropped it, double the reps, half the weight. You know how it goes. And that's what on triceps and biceps, when you're hitting a lot of reps for a good amount of weight, I mean, you're just pushing blood in and out. They get so full that at the end of it, your arms kind of like, it can't even really lock out or like hang like normal, right? It's kind of like got this weird like T-Rex thing going on. And your hands kind of like, because you've been gripping so hard on that handle or the whatever, dumbbell, barbell, whatever it is, that your hands kind of locked up. So you just walk around like this. People are looking at you and you're like, hey, this is what it's about. It's kind of like when you're doing legs and you walk around like you're a newborn and you can't really walk right and you're wobbling all over the place and you're kind of teetering everywhere. Hey, I mean, that's the goal. So I just wanted to get this out really quickly because if you guys are getting into that mindset, you need to recognize that it's there, analyze why it's there, and then you need to annihilate that mindset. Let me make this clear. When you get into those poopy attitudes, those oh poor me, for whatever it is, whatever is going on, you need to understand for yourself that you need to cut it off. You need to get rid of it. You go into the gym, whatever is external does not matter for the next hour-ish. You have one goal, that's improvement in either your performance, your sport, or muscle damage and growth. Whatever your goal is when you go into the gym, that is your mindset. That is your goal. Anything else entering your mind that's negatively affecting that workout needs to get kicked out. It ain't paying rent. It ain't paying you no rent. It's living there rent-free. We ain't having no negativity living in your head rent-free. So keep the mindset up. We're going to keep getting after it. You guys already know the videos are dropping. This is endless potential. You have it. Everybody's got it. Potential's there. Make it happen. We're going to end it here. Let's go get after it.